Hey, cousins. Let's get into it. I just want to say one thing. I want to make one clarification, one housekeeping posted. These type of topics that talk about sex, politics, religion, I have to give you a little taste on the YouTube. The majority of it will be on the Patreon behind the paywall. I have to do that. I have to do it, especially after I did that Linda McMahon video. And something in me said, don't put that up. I put it up. I end up getting a warning shot. It is over on the Patreon. That is what the Patreon is for. It's for me to cut loose. So over here, I give you essentially the PG. Over there, you get the R rated and my deep actual thoughts about things. Okay, I have to do that. So with that being said, just look out for previews and the whole thing in the Patreon. Okay, do we understand? Good. With that being said, Roman Reigns is in his soft life era. He is in his soft life era, and you know what? We're gonna allow him to be. Uh the Vanity Fair article. It is rocking the pro wrestling community right now, specifically the WWE pro wrestling community. And it's really showing a lot of the thought processes of the pro wrestling community and how simple minded and for obtuse. Obtuse is one of the best ways to describe a majority of the conversation surrounding a section of this Vanity Fair article. Because when the people came and they said, when the people and the cousins, they said, Stephanie, did you see what Roman Reigns? I said, let me go see. And I saw the clip. I saw the clip of the article and I said, no. And I said, no, I got to go. I got to go and I got to read the whole article. And I read it. I read it. I got the highlights. And we're going to talk about all of that. But when we get to that part, again, I have to put it where it needs to be put. Okay? With that being said, obtuse thinking is rampant in the world, in society, in America, and in the wrestling community. And it's really bad, especially if you're educated. And I'm talking about educated. I'm talking about well-rounded, educated, understanding, comprehension type of education. It is very difficult not to see the level of ignorance that's allowed and why things are allowed to happen because people are just fucking ignorant. They're just fucking ignorant. Obtuse. It refers to a deliberate refusal to understand or acknowledge something obvious. Essentially, it's a lack of mental sharpness or perception. You understand? This is what goes on a lot. When you go read the comments and you listen to what people got to say and you turn your head to the side like a puppy, it's because you just realize that this person's a fucking idiot. This person's a fucking idiot that you're sitting across from, and now you have to figure out how to get out of this without having some type of brain damage. It can be very difficult. So let's get into the highlights. First of all, Vanity Fair is for the ladies. The photos, I see people calling him gay. Here we are. How is this grown man gay? How? Because he's giving you delicate. He's giving you a little leg. He's giving you a moist hair. He's giving you high fashion. He's giving you on the beach, comfortable. He's giving you, I worked hard. Look at me. I'm delicate. Yes, you want this? The ladies want me. The men hate me, but they want to be me. That's what he's giving. I'm not mad at all. Do you, Joe Anoa'i? We went between Joe Anoa'i and we went between Roman Reigns throughout this Vanity Fair article. I want to point out something real important, and I find it really interesting that this came out. This article was actually written, I guess, in February around Royal Rumble time. Okay, so now here we are in April, and they decided to drop it now. So that when we get to that, we're gonna talk about that. Okay, I just want to throw this out. So this article was actually done around Royal Rumble time. So February, top of the year. Here's the highlight. WWE's clout is such, they say, that Anoa'i could conceivably land in Washington or Hollywood. This is why the comment of politics coming up. I don't know why Vanity Fair keeps throwing Washington in like fucking these famous people faces. This isn't the first article I've read in Vanity Fair where they're asking like Hollywood, sports people, essentially cults of personality, you gonna go to Washington? They promote the shit. Following the likes of Cena, Johnson from the ring to the silver screen, he had a small part in Hobbs and Shaw, the 2019 Fast and Furious spinoff starring Johnson and Jason Statham, and The Pickup. So here is new information. The Pickup, a forthcoming heist comedy. Anoa'i will appear in a scene with Eddie Murphy and Keke Palmer. Quote, he probably shows as much charisma that I've ever seen from a celebrity or non-actor, says Tim Story, who directed The Pickup. I think his future in the front of the camera will be ridiculous. That's what a highlight I felt was pertinent out of the Vanity Fair article. Okay. Next thumbnail, Anoa'i will turn 40 in May, as evident by the faint streaks of gray in his long dark hair and beard. Hey, I have an actual streak like Jean Grey right in the middle of my afro. It is the coolest shit. Or some people may say Cruella de Vil. It is the coolest shit. I don't know why it's growing in like that, but I love it. He is wary of his quote unquote bump card, the number of knocks a wrestler absorbs before he can no longer step in the ring. There are, it seems, only so many times a guy can take a metal chair to the back. Anoa'i's current deal with the WWE expires after WrestleMania next year, so 2026. He admits that he is closer to the end than the beginning. Quote, after I finish the contract that I'm in, we'll probably get another year or two max. Then it's time to take a less physical form of entertainment, which, according to Vanity Fair, is you want to go to Hollywood? You want to go to Washington? Let's discuss a little bit of his retirement. Okay, he's 40. He retiring on his terms. He's going out better than the old guys, better than the guys in Undertaker era, better than the guys on Dark Side of the Ring. He is going out properly, and I don't see nothing wrong with that. He gave us 13, 14 years of his body, of y'all abused the man. Y'all did everything y'all could do to this man. He's here now. Last 5 years have been fantastic for Roman Reigns and his character work. It's time for him to go. I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, would I run to the movies to watch a Roman Reigns vehicle? Probably not. Now, I want to say this. When The Rock came out with The Mummy, I was like young and excited. So yeah, I went to go see The Mummy. I watched The Mummy now and I'm literally feeling like a fucking idiot. I'm like, how the fuck did they get away with that? How did they get away with having my young, horny ass lusting after The Rock get away with this fucking movie, okay? That was probably one of the very few movies I went to see The Rock, and I did go see what's it called, Jumanji, because I have a child, so there goes that. But would I be like, oh my God, Joe Anoa'i, Roman Reigns? I'd probably like, you know what, congratulations to him, but I'm not gonna go see that. Now put it on a streaming service or let me pirate that shit. Another highlight to the Vanity Fair article: Anoa'i is a homebody living with his wife, Galinda, and their 5 children. Listen to this shit. 2 sets of twin boys, 5 and 8, and he got that older daughter who's now a senior in high school. 2 sets of twin boys, 5 and 8. Congratulations to Galena. That she got to get that squirt. She got to be the one to be up under that and drain them balls. Oh. Now to pump out 2 sets of boys, 5 and 8 years old, child. That's a bad bitch there. That is a bad bitch. Moving right along. Another highlight. He and his trainer, Miguel Molina, take turns using various machines and dumbbells in a fully stocked gym located in the backyard of Anoa'i's Miami area mansion, which sits in a gated community that includes entertainers and professional athletes. Molina works with various NBA and NFL players, but Anoa'i is a rare client who is actually stronger. He said, and I quote, "I'm trying to keep up with him," said Molina. So this is where the obtuse thinking is coming out of a lot of people when the whole who he supports and what he's supporting is coming into play. Just because you're a millionaire does not mean you have to support that party because they love millionaires and they're going to protect your money. The thought process is, well, he a Republican. That's what he's going to do. That's what they do. That's not how it goes, because you have Democrats who are millionaires who want to err on the right side of things, right? But at the end of the day, ethically, there are no ethical millionaires or billionaires. But no one wants to have those type of visceral philosophical conversations, hence why education is under attack now. Now we know that Roman Reigns is in a mansion in a gated community. Okay, good. He's a millionaire. Just like Liv Morgan has a huge ranch with all kinds of animals and all these type of things. Okay, I get it. Everybody in the WWE is rich. I watched Bianca Belair and Montez start from the apartment in their YouTube videos. Now they have a huge mansion. I don't know where they're located. I'm assuming down in Florida. Huge mansion. I watched Jimmy and Naomi on Total Divas start out in their condos, and now they have a huge mansion. That's what happens. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm not mad about that.